So it is greenhouse assembly day, and this is the baby that we are building. It is a 12-foot by 40-foot tunnel greenhouse grow tent, and it is from TMG Industrial. So we have it pulled out with a skid steer, and we're just starting to get the pieces here placed out and seeing what tools we're going to need to build it.
So the first step was we're building the trusses, and as you can see from the instructions, it's very simple. They are numbered. Top one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so we've now built them, laid them on the ground. Haven't screwed them together, just wanted to see what that looks like, and went together probably in 5 minutes.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was actually, the instructions were actually really good. Okay, here's where we're at. I have a lot of supplies left, obviously. We have we've moved the trusses over to the location, started putting the footers on, and then we actually started uprighting some of the trusses.
And so we have the shell completed now. So now, and the cross bracing. So we're getting almost to the canopy and some of that other stuff. We've still got to work out a little bit of the levelness, but it's coming along nice. Now we're just working on the front, get the door all hooked up, but out back here you can see we've got the cross bracing and the support beam across the back end. So that's all good. Here we are just getting ready to assemble the door together, and it looks like it'll hang from these clasps here that we're just getting ready to install, and getting the front support brackets in ready to go.
It moved a little bit, but let's see if that works. We might have to do a little bit of adjusting. So we are just working on the front with the door, a little bit trickier, but what we ended up doing is we just left all of the bolts loose so that we could figure it out, and that seemed to work pretty good. So
here we go, end of day one, and we have the door loosely mounted, a few pieces left, plus the poly that has to go over the whole thing. So that took almost a day. We weren't trying to break any records or anything, but don't want to start making a bunch of mistakes when we're tired either. So there we go.
Okay, day 2 of the build. We're gonna spend the morning trying to get this level, and then we'll start to finally put it together. So next steps are the boards along the side, and then the channel for which the plastic attaches to. So, but this morning will be leveling.
So 2x6s are now installed on bottom and top.
So here is the first set of rails. It went in quite easy. We just did a chalk line and didn't worry about it being centered in the boards. We're more worried about it just being level. Now we're going to do the bottom row. I'm assuming that the duct tape that they provided is actually to soften the edges. So that's what we've done. Anyway, I'm going to take an attempt at this and see what happens. We've added all the channels. The other thing they don't tell you is you have to cut all the poly. So Okay, so the decision I made was to start by putting the film on the top and attaching the reeves. And then I came down and tightened along the door, adding the reeves, and then I pulled down and did the bottom apart. So this is proven to be fairly tight. And then I came up and did this top piece, and again, pretty tight. And then I came along both sides of the door. The door is not complete, and now you can tell that it's gonna have to get cut. So I wasn't too concerned about that. I can play with the plastic on the door. And now I'm gonna start going down the top side on the left side of the front. And then I'll tighten it at the bottom, and I'm hoping that this will do it. Okay, film is on the top, and actually the top turned out to be the easiest part of this. So anyway, we're gonna call that good for today. Got some trimming to do, have the side pieces that allow this to roll up and vent has to go on, and the door latch has to go on. And we've decided not to install the vent mechanisms, and we're just going to close it off completely. The wind comes through perfectly through the front, and we're just, when we need to, we're going to leave the door open. But this is going to be the end of this project. Okay, and so just a little look inside the greenhouse and what we've done. We have just a few things growing at this point. Wanted to get more, but I think it's just too late in the season. So just have a few things at the back end, and we put this trellis in, hoping the tomatoes and the peas will get to that level, but not sure. But they're trying. There they are.